Hi, I'm Cithryth, and you are watching episode 61 of my LOTRO Loremaster Let's Play. We are back in Rivendell. It's looking pretty as always, and we're gonna go talk to Aragorn, because, like I said last time, I'm gonna be doing the epic book quest that got pushed back a couple levels lower than I anticipated it. So we're gonna go see him in the guest house. But while we are walking, because it's kind of a longish walk, by the time this airs and you're watching it, I will no longer be a Player Council member. The new Player Council will have been announced, and there'll be, counseling and whatever. And on top of that, my NDA as a 2013 Player Council is ended, and I have been given permission, well, I mean all of us have been given permission by Sapients to talk about our experiences, the Player Council, more specifically, because the NDA kind of made us not be able to talk about anything. We've all been given permission to talk about our experience as player counselors, and so I'm taking this opportunity of this episode to talk about it. Basically, the only thing we're not allowed to do is, copy-paste from the forum, but it doesn't matter because by the time you see this, I think it's going to be closed anyways. So, basically, the way the Player Council worked was we had 3 forums on the LOTRO forums. We had a general discussion area, we had a suggestions forum where we could make suggestions, and the most important was the feedback forum, which is where, unsurprisingly, the developers would come and post specific ideas they had that they wanted feedback on. Now, hold on, I gotta talk to Aragorn about stuff. I'm gonna get some shoes that are, yeah, not great. Or I could, no, yeah. No. I'm gonna take these because of money.
Welcome to Rivendell.
Alright, see, now this one is level 37, so that's weird. Whatever, I guess. Gotta talk to Elrond. What other stuff do you have?
Will you stay a moment?
No, not level 44. Momentous Decision, level 32. Oh yes, that's to renew the blade that was broken. Yeah, we'll take that. And what else? Oh, no.
Stay a moment?
Nope.
I must speak with you.
Let's see what Boromir has to say.
What do you need?
Talking to a whole bunch of people. The road to the Lonely Mountain. Oh, yeah, okay. That's a quest I've had for ages. What does Legolas have to say?
Megovanen.
Yeah, that's more of that quest. Okay. Anyways, so the feedback subforum was probably the most important, and it's where devs came and posted... Oh, I moved my chat around. Shoot. I messed up my chat. Hold on. Put you back in there. There we go. Sorry about that. Right. So they'd come, they'd ask us questions, be like, hey, I have this idea. Does this make sense? Is it good? Or what can I change? Or they'd post polls for us. So like the poll idea was how the advanced writing trait came. They were like, hey, we're thinking about doing this. Here are some options. And we voted on them. And thus it was. Now, I want to talk about the housing revamp stuff a little bit as well. I think that thread got posted in, May or something, and it was really exciting. We got, over 10 pages of discussion going on the house revamp, but obviously that's not coming to fruition, which is disappointing, because, yeah, we spent a lot of time discussing that and adding ideas and cool stuff, but sometimes things just don't work out. As I've talked about before, there was some layoffs in February. There's been some rearrangement of producers and such, so it just didn't happen. It happens sometimes, We also got the early drafts of the class revamps and the trait tree ideas. Now the early drafts, I remember, I can't speak to any other class but the captain class, but basically, I remember reading it, and I was like, oh, that's cool, but then the rest of it was just like, what? I don't like this. This is terrible. This is awful. And so I didn't really like it at first, but through discussions there and in the Bull Roar forums for beta, I started liking the class more and more, and it was good. So, some things I disagreed on that got put in the game anyways, and then other way around too, some things I really liked that didn't get put in the game. But there's a lot of discussion. Right, so here is Elrond. And yeah, that's it. Alright, he wants us to talk to Eladan, who is in the Troll Shaw, so we'll have to go get him. This is
Dark
also
days are
level
coming.
44, so I'm not gonna do that. We have to find Glorfindel, and then I'll continue talking about stuff. Right. So, yeah. Basically, I mean, I'm not gonna talk about specific things too much because it's kind of pointless. It's all whatever is over. But, I do want to talk about the role of the player council because I know a lot of people accused us of a lot of things or thought we were something we weren't. So basically, our whole purpose was feedback. We had to give actionable, focused feedback to developers when they asked for it for specific things, or actionable, focused suggestions also when we saw ideas in the player suggestion forums, or we had ideas of our own. Basically, that's all it was. Like, we didn't have total control over what got into the game. We didn't just say yes to everything the devs brought to us. There was a lot of contention, there was a lot of arguing back and forth, but the purpose of the council was that they felt that we could debate and discuss those things in, relative non-trolliness and in generally intelligent ways and give them help, to push the game in the right direction with feedback from players, which was us. So, yeah, that was our purpose, was just kind of focused and well-formed feedback. That's basically all it was. Yeah, so that's about all I have to say about that. I know that our feedback was very highly valued by the developers. Sapiens has told us that a number of times. And apparently, like, what we were talking about in the Player Council forums was brought up multiple times in meetings at Turbine, and apparently developers were really interested in reading our feedback for them. And so I think the fact that there's a 2014 Player Council is pretty good indication that we did our job. So, also, I never got any Turbine points, so don't give me that crap about, paid show, bleh. No, it's really frustrating, because seriously, the only reason I was in this council was to try and help the developers to develop the game that all of us are playing and all of us like. So, yeah, I'm kind of wandering aimlessly around Rivendell as I rant.
Mind my words,
and picking
Java.
up quests. But yeah, so that's all of that. I guess if you have any questions, let me know. I didn't get paid. I'm not in the Player Council anymore. And good luck to those who are in the Player Council for 2014. I'm sure you'll do a good job. And yeah, what am I doing? Okay, so I have to go to Elladan, who is in Thorin, if my map loads. Okay, so we're in Rivendell, as you can see. Here's the Troll Show's map. Thorin is where this little red highlighted horse is, or where the flashing ring is. There you go. So that's quite a distance. I don't have the stable route for it yet, so we're gonna have to do a travel montage and get there. Basically, Elladan and his brother Elro here, who we met in the intro. They are working to find the missing Nazgul from the flight through the ford and all that, Frodo getting to Rivendell, blah, blah. They get washed away by the Bruinen, and so one of the Nazguls is not accounted for, so we have to go help them find said Nazgul. Alright, we're finally here in Thorin. Here's Elladan and Elro here. Pretty similar to how we left them last time we saw them. Alright, so the next quest is a fellowship quest, but you get the, inspiration buff and all that good stuff. Let's see. So we have to find some sign of the missing Nazgul, and if you find yourself without full fellowship, you may draw inspiration. Alright, that's not too bad. Are there any quests in here? No. But there are quite a lot of, beasts and such with rings around their head, so I take that to mean that I should kill them, and by doing so, I will gain quests. Let's go gain some quests. I'm not gonna do a whole lot because I feel like my player council rant thing was quite long. So we're just gonna get a couple quests. So let's see, we've got a strong Glen Buck. We're gonna use my debuff and use some lightning. And yeah, get some quests. Let's see. So, culling the prey. Defeat elk, 6 of them. Not too bad. Alright, here's a swift crag hawk. We'll see what kind of quest we get out of this guy. Eyes of the enemy. Defeat and prevail in the Bruin Gorges. 6 of them also. Now, I know there's some bears around here also that have some... There's a bear. There's a couple bears. Let's go kill those bears. Let's kill them bears and see what kind of quest we get from them. I kind of forgot my Lynx was black. Like, I saw that I had a black Lynx out and I was like, oh, why is that? I was like, oh, right, because I did that. Collect pelts. Doesn't say how many. Okay, 6. Alright, so 6 bears, 6 hawks, and 6 elks. Right. Okay, and what direction are we supposed to be going in? Kind of, what 4? Right, down that way. Down that way. Alright, kind of by Barracan's camp. Not too bad. Seems like there's a lot of things to kill around here. So I think that's about it. I'm gonna end it here because I did go on a long rant about the player council. Again, if you have any questions, just let me know. Comments or like Twitter or whatever. So thanks for watching, and next time we'll be actually doing more questing stuff. So yeah, see you then.